Okay, I think what I might do is make the one long video of 3 separate items. So we have this Biwa, and we have this modern style Koto over there, and the piece de resistance. We'll get to that. Wow. Okay, now what we have here is a beautiful Biwa, and the condition is just superb. It's just superb. We have what's interesting about this is that it has this really nice coloration on either side here with the grain. So that's what makes it stand out, as it's just a wonderful piece. And what I've done is I've gotten some brand new strings for it, and you'll find, oh, it's just gorgeous. What I've done is I haven't, I don't know tuning, me with tone. I mean, I could try to tune a guitar for 1,000 years. I would just break strings all day. So what I did was just keep the strings loose, but to give you a bit of an idea that it sounds good, and it's all nice and frets all work, and it's just awesome. And so what I'll do is I'll include this shamisen old school. I'll just pop that protector off. I might even throw that in too. That's a protector for the bachi. This is a shamisen bachi. And well, I'll throw this in so you can at least use it. Well, what I would do, instead of spending more money to obtain a proper Biwa bachi, and depending upon, you know, how often you're going to use it, I just cut a bit off that, round it off, and that'd be fine. But anyways, let's have a look here. Let me just try to pop this down for a second and give this a whirl. And it's with my woman, cause she... okay. Right, so as I say, I've kept the strings nice and loose. I don't want to stretch them. They're all brand new. You know, you get your tuning as to what you wish. This is awesome. Okay, so as you can hear, the strings are kind of nice and loose, and yeah, just to keep them in good condition. What I'm going to do is, in order to transport, you don't just transport them as is. They break down, which is, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 the pegs and this piece here, and then the neck itself, and you rock it out. And depending upon the fit, sometimes they'll slot straight in just via hand, and sometimes, like what I use, is a soft hammer, or you can use a bit of cushioning and a hammer, and just the last 5 mil or so, just tap, 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 and they slot into place. So that's the best and the safest way to transport them. To try to transport them as they are, it would end up as a disaster. So okay, you get this Biwa here, which is just awesome. Okay, so that's that. I'll pop him over there. In fact, the best thing to do really is to put him like that. How's that coloration? And the grain, it's gorgeous. Okay, alright, that's that. Alright, protector. So, yeah, I'll throw that bachi in for the shamisen bachi. Now, let us get on to this. Some of my friends handle deceased estates and things like that. And sometimes they give me a call when they find something of what they think would be of my particular interest. And they certainly have. This here is extremely old, and in its wonderful condition, and it is not the same size. It's smaller than your average Biwa. Now, they found that at the deceased estate itself, there was some letters from a Michael, which the Michael geisha in training. Now, generally, they train on shamisen, right? It's very rare to train on Biwa. And what we've discovered is that this would have been custom made for this Michael, the up and coming. So it's just amazing. I went to see, as I said, I've got new strings for this one too. I went to see this elderly couple. They repair shamisen, Koto. They sell Koto. Not just these. I'm talking about the traditional stuff. They sell new Biwa. Sometimes shakuhachi. I mean, these guys know their stuff. And I walked in with this. And this lady, I've seen her for years and years, and she was quite surprised. It turns out that she has heard of this size, but has never actually seen one in real life. She's never. So that was the first time, and that's cool. And I just like, as soon as she told me that, I was like, I might happen to mention that. So this piece here is truly something. It's a remarkable. It's one of the greatest things I've ever had. And if you check out my YouTube videos and just go through a whole bunch, and there's like 450 or whatever, you're going to find that I've got some pretty good stuff. So if I say it's one of the best things I've ever had, it's wow. It's wow time. It's just okay. What I will do, I'll add like I said, I'll do that one over there. Do for that. I'll add this shamisen batch. It is old school wood, right? So yeah, as I say, what I would do, I just lop a bit off there and smooth it over, and just round it off, and that'll sort of save your strings, and yeah, you could get by with that. But this piece here really deserves to be placed in a cabinet somewhere that had a lovely condition, and somewhere that you won't get like humidity and stuff like that, and just somewhere that you can keep it safely. That's wow. That's really wow. Right, so what I did also, actually I took some pictures for size comparison. You find that the body itself from here to here is much thinner than that. It's kind of like if you were to carry around a 3/4 guitar, you know, as a backpacker, and you're off busking or something, and they just feel awesome. And that's what this thing does. Okay, I'm going to shut up for a second and just play some strings. Now, as I say, I haven't tightened the strings up. I've just left them very loose, so as not to stretch them, and you'll, because you probably know a lot more about tuning than I do. But I'm going to give this a bit of a go. Yeah, judging from the strings that it had on it, they're all broken and withered and old, and this thing hasn't been played for who knows how long, and I don't deserve that, but that's just the way it is. So you see all the frets are everything works. Wow. Now obviously if it was tuned up correctly, it would sound well, a lot better than what I could ever do. So that is wow. Okay, that is one of the rarest things. Yeah, that's rare. Okay, now it has new strings, as I'll do. I'll break it down. as for freight. Obviously it's not going to be the cheapest thing in the world, because I certainly had to pay for it. And that's, well, okay, what we'll do is we'll get on to, just pop this over here, we'll get on to this modern style. You don't have to buy this in a hurry, trust me. I'm happy to have this around for quite some time. Yes, it's Keyaki no Ki, the type of wood. Now, what we have here is a really cool modern style Koto. Oh yeah. Okay. ABAREBUGYO style tuning. Like some avant-garde stuff, I guess. The Philharmonic Orchestra will be just calling right now, I'm sure. Right, that's that. Surprised the battery lasted that long. So okay, so separate. Let's reiterate here, because I'm sure someone's going to say, "Hey, you put those all in the same picture, then you deserve to give those to me." It happens, and it will. Trust me. That Biwa, that little pack here with this shamisen bachi, boom boom boom. Right, this here comes with this. You get, and this Koto here, old school case, few scratches here and there, what have you, but it's groovy and actually longer than the general ones. You get a tuning whistly thing in here, another little tiny cool looking plectrum in here. You get this cool triangular plectrum here, and that, I'll sell that as a pretty cheap price. It's longer than they mostly are, so I think, you know, it deserves at least some decent money. And listen to how fantastic it is. I mean, I played it, so it's got to be worth something. Okay, that's that, and I'm going to have to get on to getting some lunch. No hurry to sell that.